Forsaken is a game where you either cook or get brutally touched by the killer. An example of this is when you can use your rush hour if the survivor can eat the pizza, but the hitbox decides to do this. Yeah, the hitboxes are actually rigged, because how the fuck did this happen? Or when your teammate is actually brain dead and lets themselves get tickled by the killer. Or when you're low on HP, but the Elliot who doesn't want to give you pizza lest you die to the killer. Defending your teammates and yourself only for them to not help you afterward. This is John Doe, the killer that people decide not to use because they immediately lose with it. He summons spikes and creates traps that can cripple the survivors. He also sees your exact location in game. John Doe is a high-difficulty, trap-oriented killer in Forsaken. A corrupted Roblox test account, he's described as an unstoppable force, able to set traps, summon walls to back survivors into a corner, and leave behind a faint trail that damages those who step on it. He has the highest health in the game, 1,500 HP, and comes with a steep skill floor, meaning he takes patience to master. Expect to play strategically, laying traps and using map knowledge to corner survivors rather than just sprinting around. John Doe is unlocked for 1,000 player points and has 5-star difficulty. His kit revolves around setting traps and punishing survivors who approach with 2 passive abilities and 4 active skills. You'll want to use every ability in concert, plan ahead, and position yourself wisely. Natural malevolence. John Doe leaves a corruption trail with every step. Any survivor who walks through this trail is inflicted with Corrupted 2 for 3 seconds. In practice, this means if a survivor is chasing you or circling around you, they'll take damage over time. Use it by running around or dancing near a survivor. Even without swinging, you'll slowly wear them down. Unstoppable. John Doe can only be stunned for up to 2.175 seconds, and when the stun ends, he gains a short burst of speed, speed Y for 2.5 seconds. In effect, knocks and stuns don't keep him down long, and he automatically chases faster afterward. This lets you shrug off flashes or stuns better than other killers. Slash. This is John Doe's basic melee attack. He slashes forward with his corrupted claws, dealing 28 damage. It has a short cooldown, 1.75 seconds, so it's best used when you're sure you'll hit it. A good rule of thumb, only swing when a survivor is within range or locked in place, otherwise you'll waste time recovering. Slash can also be used right after a stun, thanks to Unstoppable's speed buff, or as part of a combo, e.g. Slash plus Corrupt Energy. Corrupt Energy. John Doe plants his corrupted arm into the ground and summons 26 giant spikes in front of him. Each spike lasts about 14 seconds and damages any survivor it hits, 12 damage per hit. You cannot hit the same survivor with all spikes more than 4 times, capping at 48 total damage. When spikes hit anyone, John Doe also gains Speed 1 for 7 seconds. Use Corrupt Energy to create barriers. Its spikes can block narrow corridors or entrances, effectively corralling survivors. Aim it to cut off escape routes or to bunch up survivors so your trails and traps cover them. After hitting someone, follow up immediately. The speed buff lets you sprint in and keep pressure. Note, be careful not to trap yourself in tight spots. Always leave an exit path for you, too. Digital footprint. John Doe slams the ground 3 times and conjures a shadowy trap beneath his feet. Up to 3 traps can exist at once, and each lasts up to about 165 seconds. If a survivor walks over a trap, it disappears, and the survivor is inflicted with corrupted eye and slowness 2 for 10 seconds, while John Doe gets speed Y for 10 seconds. In addition, both you and the survivor reveal each other's auras for those 10 seconds. In short, stepping on a digital footprint trap slows a survivor, marks them, and gives you a chase speed boost. These traps are best used as ambushes or to bottleneck survivors. See tips below for placement ideas. The Forsaken Wiki notes that digital footprint is arguably John's strongest skill. If a survivor steps in it during a chase, it is almost always a guaranteed kill. 404 error. John Doe's corrupted arm pulses twice, briefly revealing the aura of all living survivors to him. The effect lasts 4 seconds, longer during special events. This is a long cooldown, 20 seconds, but invaluable for tracking. Use 404 error to locate survivors out of sight or to reset when your stamina is low. For example, if you have no stamina, activating 404 will highlight everyone so you can run to the nearest one safely. You can even spam 404 at round start during the spawn animation so that the survivors are highlighted immediately when the match begins. John Doe's playstyle is very technical and set play focused. You'll mostly play patiently, placing traps and using abilities to manipulate survivors' movements. Keep in mind, the Forsaken Wiki calls him one of, if not the most technical killers, and notes his kit has a high skill floor. Map awareness is crucial. Always think ahead about how to corner someone between a digital footprint trap and corrupt energy spikes, or where your corrupted trail will force them. In a chase, combine John's tools for maximum effect. For instance, if you slash a survivor, M1, and they're hit, you might immediately follow with corrupt energy. The spike barrage and the ensuing speed buff helps close distance. Hey there, Ketchup here. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope this guide was helpful to you. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. An abysmal amount of you are actually subscribed to me, and I hope you subscribe and have a great rest of your day.